Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good any time of the day or night, wherever you are. Peace and blessings. And thank you for joining me with just a little bit of your time today. I Googled the question online, why is it acceptable to use black when referencing African descendants on TikTok? But TikTok requires that people use some word other than white to refer to Anglo-Saxon/European people. The search took me to a page that had numerous videos of people discussing agreement or disagreement with the use of Black, African American, or other terms in reference to African descendants. However, the first video that popped up was a gentleman explaining why he felt using Black in reference to African descendants was the simplest and most accurate word reference. I'm here to dispute his position. I'm going to play the video and I will be back on the other side. See you soon.
I have to address something for y'all because so many have asked, do I say black people or African American? And the simple and shortest answer is black, because it's not only most accurate, it's also least offensive. Keep in mind, not all black people in America are African. There are Jamaicans, there are Cubans, but also there's some black people that don't identify as African because that heritage got stripped from them during slavery. So just a quick short answer. I know so many of y'all asked that question. Before we get to our own dialogue, I have to address something for you.
All right, so I'm back. And what I'll say about this video clip that I just played is that this gentleman's information is profoundly incorrect. He said that black is the simplest and most accurate reference for people of African descent, naming several countries where people of African descendants are located. He went on to say that Africans in America had lost their heritage. Exactly how does one lose one's heritage? Did they lose it during the crossing on slave ships somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean, never to be found again? Can we stop with the Willie Lynch indoctrination, please? African slaves were dispersed throughout the diaspora from Africa via slavery. Now, I am blessed to be an African descendant who was born in the United States of America. I did not choose to be here. I am here as one of the many generations of Africans who were forced to be here. Our ancestors did not choose to go to any of these places to which we were transported. These places are where they took us. Consequently, this is where African descendants were born. All African descendants, in whatever part of the world they are, if they were African slaves transported to that country, are there as a result of their African ancestors being enslaved there and are African descendants. Black is a color. So using the word black is not the most accurate term to reference African descendants. Black is defined as the very darkest color owing to the absence of or complete absorption of light, the opposite of white. In fact, it is the most inaccurate term. White does not accurately define all Europeans, nor does yellow define all Asians, nor does red define all indigenous people, nor does brown define all Hispanic people. In fact, red, yellow, brown, white, well, white is used, but red, yellow, and brown are not even used to refer to those other groups of people. African descendants, no matter where in the world they are located, are African descendants. So conflating the color black with African people is erroneous. We are not black. We are African descendants. That's who we are. Now, you don't have to say it. You don't have to claim or own your heritage. The ancestors of those who enslaved our ancestors know it and are hoping we will disown it, because the more we choose to forget about our history and heritage, the easier it will be when they attempt to reinstate the tyranny of the Willie Lynch method, slavery, and Jim Crow. I will reiterate that black is not even remotely accurate. This is complete hogwash. Study your history so it won't be a mystery to you, my dear brother. All right. Well, I'm not going to stay on long because I think I said everything I wanted to say in the previous video. So I will bid you good night and thank you for joining me, and peace and blessings, and always stay woke. Don't do this. Stay woke. See y'all later. Love you.